Come on down to your backs. If you need to, bend into your knees. And just allow yourself to find some length through the back ribs. And after you relax the back a little bit, allow yourself to stretch the legs long. And just allow yourself to take a couple of breaths, just feeling the back side of the body. Exploring the side of the body, both sides. And then also the front side of the body. And then with an in-breath, allow yourself to draw the arms up and over and interlace the fingers, with the pinky finger being the last one interlaced. And then stretch the arms all the way out. Nicely point into the toes unless you get a cramp. And I want you to just begin to explore stretching the left side and then the right side, and then cross stretch from left to right. So just allow yourself to explore here a little bit. And as you do with these nice deep measured breaths, 6 to 6 count, or maybe more than 6, whatever feels appropriate, allow yourself to visualize a turtle. And in the turtle is carrying this exquisite shell. And within the shell, it maintains its softness, which provides the strength necessary to uphold its external armor. It knows when to move inside for protection and when to extend outward in order to encounter the world. So allow yourself with an in-breath to bring the interlaced fingers up above the heart, and then pull the edges of the shoulders up off the floor, and take a nice stretch through the back and front side of the body. And then gently bend into the elbows and make sure that the left pinky is the last one interlaced. So switch how you lace the fingers. And then stretch it all the way back up to the sky. And use an exhale to bring it back down behind you. And again, I invite you to find nice stretches. Continuing with your 6-2-6 breath. In the first months and years of our lives, we thrive as a result of being nurtured by caregivers or our loving mom and dad with food, constant eye contact, loving touch, and gentle words. This consistent love enables us to meet the world with curiosity and heart. Life is joyful because our boundaries are soft, and we marvel at the simplest objects and events that we encounter, sensing that they are all manifestations of an essence that lives within us. As we age, we realize that a certain amount of shielding is necessary to establish safe and appropriate boundaries. As a result of all of these life experiences in our early youth, moving into adulthood, many of us are compelled to overprotect ourselves, and we end up closing ourselves off from our truest nature, and likewise those around us. So let's allow our class today. Take and stretch the arms and the legs over to the left and breathe into the right side of the body. Let's use this practice today to explore all the areas where we can joyfully move in to that inner softness, that inner childlike joy. And when it gets a little bit tough, how do we handle that resistance? Cross one ankle over the other, to cross that right ankle over the left. Let left hand grab right wrist, and just take a nice stretch. And slowly begin to turn your head left and right. And then bring your head to neutral, release the ankle, come back to neutral place. Engage the core muscles, and on an exhale, just hug the knees into the chest. Use your forearms to embrace them and drive your forehead up. And stretch through the back body again. Bring the head down, right and left foot. Take the arms back overhead, stretch out into the legs again. Find that nice, yummy stretch. And then take everything over to the right side, but keep shoulders and hips down into the crescent moon. And take a full cycle of breath, still using our nice 6-2-6 breath. And then allow right hand to grab left wrist and bring left ankle over right and deepen the stretch. Try to allow the sitting bones and the shoulders to engage into the earth. Again, just moving head left and right, nice and slow. Feeling that nice cradle, framing our ears or framing our head. Bring the head to neutral and then release wrists and ankles. And then very, very gently engage the core muscles, imprint the back, and come right up into full happy baby and just rock side to side. Just reminding us of that joyful time when we were so nurtured and loved and so fresh from spirit as newborn babies. Tuck the chin into the hollow of the throat and credit the shoulders. And then allow yourself to grab the back of the thighs and roll right up to the sitting bones. Sitting however it feels comfortable, place the palms onto the knees, and let's just come into a nice cat-cow spine forward and back. So, feeling that deepness within the organ area, rounding to the back, looking forward as we come forward. And then very gently lift upright. And let's take the left hand to right knee and take a twist. Use an in-breath to take it all the way over to the left. Take a full deep exhale, engage the core muscles. And then move again to the right, always moving on the inhale. Switching sides, following your breath. Still incorporating that 6-2 breath. One more time, a nice deep twist. Or just a little twist. And take it all the way over to the other side, really warming through the dantian or through the organs and the first 3 chakras. Gently come all the way forward and let's recross the legs, bring the other one up on top. Take a full in breath, and as we exhale, begin to just hinge forward. Take the hands really wide, please, and if it's safe, you lift up onto the fingertips. And then stretch the right hand way out and the left. Allow the crown of the head to move right in line as much as we can with the spine, chin slightly tucked. And then allow ourselves to look to the right and then to the left. Drop back to the center and let's walk all the way over to the right. Nice deep stretch here. And then bring it back to the center and over to the other side. So when we can be in our softness, we're more in that place of our divine essence because we come from a very loving, joyful place. Walk it back to neutral and let's walk all the way back upright. Bring the palms to the heart. Transition into a nice Ujjayi breath and set an intention to explore all the aspects of our being. From being supported and nurtured to the place of having to really draw within and a little bit of protection. So if we go beyond our edge in the pose, we need to back up. Allow ourselves to really see the play of moving in and out into the linear and the non-linear world. Let's all exhale together, please. On an in-breath, bring the arms out to the side, all the way up to the sky. And use a beautiful exhale with a soft, silent Om to wash over us, all the way down to the heart, sealing that intention. Gently open the eyes and allow yourself to lengthen the legs out, give them a nice shake. Now let's transition right into tabletop. From here, just a little bit of a flow. So whether you're on fingertips or your palms or your fists, allow yourself to tap the tops of the feet, Tuck the toes under, maybe just barely lift the kneecaps and roll into the toes. Drop all the way back down and grip both shoulder blades and take the right arm to the sky. On an exhale, thread through. Draw it all the way back up to the sky. And on the exhale, bring the right hand down. Allow yourself to find two cat-cows, moving with your breath. And after you finish that second cat-cow, come back into your tabletop and use an in-breath to take the left arm to the side. Really open up and exhale, stretch through. Draw it all the way back up to the sky, please, and on an exhale, bring it down. Allow yourself to bring the right leg out to the side, into the foot, and just draw some big circles. 5, one direction. As big as you can, keep both arms strong, and then 5 the other way. Warming up into the hips and the glutes, big rotations. Good, and then very gently bring it down. And let's switch over to the left side. Big circles, 5 each direction. And then switching sides. Keep those arms nice and long. Pressing the floor away. Feel the heat into the hip and gently bring it down. From there, allow yourself to come all the way back into child. Bring your hands back by your feet. Bring your thumbs into your palm and just roll the knuckles towards your ears. Release out, spread the fingers wide, releasing those wrists. Good, and then allow yourself on an in-breath, reverse swan dive, bring it all the way up. On an exhale, palms apart. From there, tuck toes under, bring hands to the low back, to the hamstrings. Or maybe a half camel. Take some nice deep breaths here. We'll take 3 breaths. Make sure that you switch if you're doing half camel. Maybe you take a couple of breaths with a modified camel and then come into a full camel. One more nice deep breath here. And then on an in-breath, rise all the way back up. And exhale, swan dive down. Let's lift the right leg, look forward, exhale, knee to nose. 2 more, please. Good, and then step the right foot all the way forward. You have a choice. You can stay onto the left knee or you can come up into a lunge. From there, allow yourself to sweep the arms up to the sky. Remember, you can be right onto your knee. You decide whichever is best for you. And on an exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, lift one knee to the side. And then allow yourself to bring that left back of the hand to the outer right knee and sweep that right arm behind you. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. As you're ready, allow yourself to bring the palms back together. And on an exhale, allow yourself to bring elbow now and twist and turn. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. One more full deep breath here, please. And then on an in-breath, rise up, take the arms to the sky. Exhale, bring it down. You can lift up into low lunge or you can stay onto your knee. Plant your left hand and on the in-breath, bring the right arm to the sky. Take a full in-breath and on the exhale, bend into that right elbow, bring the back of the right hand to the left waistline. Allow yourself to open up through the front body and squeeze the foot and the knee or both feet towards each other. One more breath. And on the in-breath, sweep the arm all the way up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive down. Allow yourself to tuck that left foot under, step back down dog. Ooh, nice runner stretch here. And then allow yourself to bend the knees deeply. And then roll forward and straighten the legs. So think of doing a forward circle. Make sure you really tuck in those shoulder blades. And then take it the other way. Reaching forward. Last one. Good. And either allow yourself, please, to come down onto the knees and bring the left, no, or both, all going to come down onto the knees. Woo. Allow yourself to make a fist with each hand, one at a time, to release the wrist. And then we'll lift the left leg and knee to nose. 3 of them. Nice and slow. Keep that leg elongated and bring the left foot through. Again, you can stay onto the right knee, or you can come into low lunge, your choice. On an in-breath, gently rise up. So I'm showing each of the versions. Take a full in-breath, bring the palms together and exhale down to the heart. We're going to gently twist and open to the side. Use that right back of the hand to press into the outer left knee and stretch that left arm straight back. Bring the palms together on an exhale. And on another exhale, hinge down and come into prayer twist. Take full deep breath here, in and out. One more, bringing out those organs. And then very, very gently allow yourself to roll forward. Plant that right hand, and on an in-breath, swing the left arm to the sky. On an exhale, bend into the elbow. Plant the left back of the hand into the waistline and open up into a nice heart opening. Reach that left arm back up to the sky on an in-breath, and exhale, bring it all the way back down. Allow everybody to tuck your right toes under, lift up into low lunge, look forward. And let's take back foot to front foot, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Ragdoll up nice and slow. If that's safe for you, if it's not, do it another way. And come all the way up to the sky. Spin the palms open. And just take a moment to really drop into that softness. Allow yourself to feel the deep sense of compassion and love shifting just by intention, just by focus. And then with an in-breath, draw the palms to the heart. Inhale all the way up to the sky, look up, and exhale, just swan dive right down into the practice. Inhale, lift flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, bring it all the way up, bring the backs of the hands together, engage the core muscles and lift up off your toes. On an exhale, swan dive down, bringing those heels back down, palms onto the shin bone, lift up flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, bring it all the way up, let the palms face each other, shoulder width apart. Engage the core muscles, and on an exhale, let's take it over to the right. Draw it all the way back up. And on an exhale, over to the other side. Draw it all the way back up. And on an exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Allow yourself, please, to step the right foot back, hit it on the heel. Inhale, warrior one. Square hips and shoulders. Take a full in-breath, really squeeze into that right glute, and on an exhale, bring the arms forward. Make a fist with each hand. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, bring that left elbow back, which will help you draw that right hip forward. This is archer warrior. So really squeeze into that right glute. And on an in-breath, bring the left arm forward. Inhale all the way up to the sky. And on an exhale, slowly fold forward. Nice. From there, bring that left hand inside the left leg. Pivot onto, you're already pivoted onto the back heel. If you want more of the challenge, come onto your right toes. So you decide. On an in-breath, you're going to sweep that right arm all the way up to the sky. Hug that left lower arm and left lower leg towards each other. And breathe. One more breath. Good. If you're lifted up onto your toes, pivot onto the back heel. Inhale, warrior two. Sink into it. We're going to allow ourselves, please, to take and draw the right hand back behind us. Bring it to the left waistline. Keep that left arm extended, every right shoulder. Lift the chin a little bit. Good. Bring the crown of the head all the way back up. Let's sweep that back arm behind us. Take a full in breath, and on the exhale, evolve to warrior two. A little bit of a dance here. So coming to warrior two, take the back arm up over your head as you take the bottom arm, reaching and leaning into angle pose. And just reverse. So going from a modification of an angle pose all the way back into evolved warrior two. Good, one more time. Just a nice opening, nice flow, feel the lengthening of the arms. And then on the next exhale, bring that elbow all the way down to the thigh. Reach up, and on an exhale, take that top arm all the way backwards. Draw a beautiful sun. Lift up into warrior two, straighten that front leg, and reach right into your version of triangle. Let's take a few breaths here. Traction with that bottom arm, opening up. Good, maybe looking at the sky, maybe looking at the earth. One more full deep breath here. And then again, just like we did in our warrior two, take a full in breath. And on the exhale, take that top arm back behind you. Sweep and draw a circle. Use that bottom arm traction to give you your stability. And do that one more time and see if you can close your eyes. It's okay if you don't, just give it a try. Notice how you really hug the muscles in. Bring that top arm all the way back up. Soften into the front knee. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, evolve, triangle. On an in breath, sweep the arms back forward. Bend into the knee, warrior two. And cartwheel all the way forward. Allow yourself to stay pivoted onto the back heel and just walk to the center. Take both hands over to that right leg and just take a nice fold. On the in-breath, lift the torso away from the floor and then exhale again, fold. Grab opposite elbows and just come all the way down to the earth. Or you can walk your hands back behind you or hands onto the ankles. You decide. Take a full cycle of breath here, really firming into the legs, letting the tailbone be the pinnacle of your pyramid. And then allow yourself to stretch over that left leg. Use an in-breath to lift the upper torso away from the earth, and exhale, float it all the way back down. Allow yourself to bring the hands back to the center. Begin to walk all the way back forward, please. Find your low lunge and take and sweep that left leg all the way up to the sky, stack the hips. Square the hips, gently come into three-legged dog, three-legged plank, or you can bring the other leg down. And we'll go ahead and do our minute plank here. You can also come down onto your belly. You can also come down into dolphin plank. Really hug and breathe here, rounding into those back ribs, drawing navel to spine. Do you begin to feel like you're overdoing and need to underdo or come down onto your forearms? Just notice what is needed to be nurtured like that infant being cuddled and loved so much by its parents. Continue to breathe fully and completely, engaging all the muscles, rounding up into those upper back ribs, navel to spine. About 15 more seconds, breathing fully and completely. You can also be down on the belly. For those of you who would like, you can chaturanga down. We can chin chest. And we are now at our full minute, so go ahead whichever works best for you. Make sure you keep the elbows straight back, lift up into your cobra, and come all the way back down to the earth. Press back into child's pose. Make a fist, rock all the way forward. Maybe lift up onto the tops of the feet into up dog. Maybe not. Take it back into child's pose or down dog. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. One more full deep breath here, please. With your next breath, take the right leg up to the sky and just slowly draw it all the way forward. Find your low lunge. Pivot onto the back heel. Bring your right hand inside your right lower leg, or you can stay on the toes, your choice. And we're going to take and spin that left arm all the way up as best we can. Have to really anchor lower arm and lower right leg together. Begin to twist and try to look up to the sky. This is a really nice balance if you're on your toes. You have to really work your core. It's like being on a stability ball. One more full deep breath. And then on the exhale, bring that left hand down. Pivot onto the back heel. Bring the right hand back behind you. If you need, palms onto the right thigh and use it to lift up, or reverse swan dive, bring it all the way up to warrior one. Allow yourself to heel toe in and use an exhale to bring the arms forward. Really engaging into the glutes to protect the back. Making fists, and we're going to bring that right elbow back so that we can really traction that left hip forward. Soften into that right knee. Allow yourself to drop forward, all the way up to the sky, and then open up into your warrior two. Heel toe in. Breathe. Nice, easy breath. Squeeze the feet towards each other. Really lengthen out into the arms. Take a full in breath. And on the exhale, evolve warrior two. And then find a little dance. Opening up. Take it slow and easy. Maybe looking up to the sky. Using that back arm to bind as you just flow forward into a modified angle pose and back into revolved warrior two. Stretch it out and we're bringing elbow down onto the thigh, reach all the way up to the sky. Take a full in breath and as you exhale, sweep that arm all the way back behind you. Draw that beautiful circle, bring it all the way back up. Find your warrior two, and then straighten that front leg. Take and reach all the way back into evolved triangle. Draw it forward, and then find your version of triangle. Make sure you traction that bottom hand on the leg, on a block, on the floor. Maybe looking up, and then we'll take and draw that circle back. Use the arm back behind you. Eyes watch two circles here. On the second one, see if you can close your eyes. Notice how you really hug the muscles tighter. As we bring that arm all the way back up, soften into the front knee, rise it back up, and exhale, cartwheel all the way forward. Find that low lunge, and we're going to sweep the right leg all the way up to the sky and stack the hip. Always know that when we are in this position, you can always come into wild thing. Square the hips. And again, you can come into three-legged plank and allow yourself to chin chest, chaturanga, whatever feels appropriate to you. And we'll all land right down onto the belly. Stacking palms right on top of each other and bringing the forehead down. Lengthen the right leg back, take it wide, and then the left. And we're just going to very gently use an exhale as we press the pubic bone into the earth, lift the kneecaps, and allow yourself to lift the arms right up off the floor. Keep your forehead on it. You can stay right here as we strengthen the back muscles. If it feels safe, lift the legs as well. Take nice deep breaths here. Use an exhale to squeeze the heels together. Use the in breath to open the toes. So we're pressing the heels of the feet together on the exhale. Inhale, open. Keeping the hands on the forehead. And 2 more. You can always keep your legs on the earth and just lift the upper torso. Last one. And gently come all the way down. Bring the palms inside the rib cage. Take a full in breath, and on the exhale, press all the way back into child's pose. Tuck the toes under. From there, allow yourself, please, to sweep the right leg all the way up to the sky. And then on an exhale, sweep it through and come right into pigeon. So lift up nice and tall. Just begin to see with the hips side to side. Walking that foot forward, that right foot forward, or you can keep the right heel right just underneath the navel for a lesser. You can also take and bring a hand towel or a pillow and place it underneath that right hip. Find just that right place. Lift up nice and tall, and on an exhale, let's roll to the right. Bring it back forward and over to the left. Come all the way back forward, and on an exhale, mount down. You can come straight forward. You can angle over that right knee, using the heels of the palms to press that right hip towards the left side of your mat. A nice traction. Conversely, you can always come into a nice open prayer twist. So you decide where you need to be so that you can arrive at the softness of the pose. Allowing yourself to really nurture and nourish not only the physicality, but the emotional and the mind body. Feel the length of the spine, feel the legs. Breathe into the opening. One more nice deep breath here, please. And then very, very gently allow yourself to make your way forward. Rock onto that right hip. And we're just going to sweep that left leg all the way around and place that left foot outside the right thigh. Lift up nice and tall, and on an exhale, we're going to twist to the left. Take some nice deep breaths here. Allow the chin to come down to the chest. And I either draw smiles or do 2 small rotations with the head. One clockwise, one counterclockwise. Whatever works for you. Make sure that you make a big smile. Look up at the sky at the corner of each shoulder. When you've completed, bring the crown of the head back upright. And on an exhale, take it down and twist. Really opening up through the shoulders. Feel that open heart. And then very, very gently come all the way back forward. And we're just going to take and plant the fingertips beside us. And we're just going to lift right up in cat pose. You can hold, toes can be on the floor. Allow yourself to find whatever is right for you. You can lengthen the legs. If you choose, you can do just a little bit of opening if you want more challenge. Let's take 3 more breaths here. So choose whichever one works for you. If you take it too far, back off. It's all good. And then from there, we're just going to allow ourselves to bring the ankles, cross the ankles, come all the way forward. press back into down dog. Nice runner stretch here. Always changing things up, right? Now let's take that left leg all the way up to the sky, stack the hip. You can always roll an ankle when it's in the air there, and you can always lift up and down onto the standing foot. Square the hips and very, very slowly bring that left knee all the way forward. Bring it down, squeegee the right toes back. Lift up nice and tall and just see me, looking left and right. Keeping everything nice and loose and open. As you're ready, begin to mount it down. Again, you can come forward. You can square over that left knee and traction it to the side, and you can stay upright. Maybe that's your best stretch. Perhaps you want to come into a nice prayer twist and take nice deep breaths. So whatever you decide to do in your pigeon, allow yourself to really enjoy it. Find a joy in the pose. Breathing into it, little micro movements. Just finding what makes everything feel luscious and open. Make sure to flex into that front foot to protect the knee. And then as you're ready, allow yourself to go forward. Come all the way back upright. And we're going to roll onto that left hip. And we're going to sweep that right leg all the way around. Tuck the right foot just outside that left thigh. If you need, you can elongate the left leg out. If you can feel both sitting bones, keep that left foot by your right glute. Lift up really nice and tall. And let's just roll into that thigh here. Just come into a little bit of right ear, right shoulder. Crown of the head to the sky, that's your left shoulder. Really try to press that left shoulder blade down. Bring the crown of the head back. Now let's just turn and look to the left shoulder. Slowly make your way all the way back to that right shoulder. And just take it side to side. Neck and shoulders are so much incorporated with each other. Come all the way back forward. And on an in-breath, allow yourself to draw the shoulders forward. Bring the fingertips beside you. Bring the feet in line with each other, hip width apart. Sweep the arms to the sky. Make sure you're in alignment, chin to chest, round to the back ribs. And see if you can slowly come down to the count of 6. Really engage the core muscles, chin to chest. Adjust your shoulder blades as you come down. Nice and easy or quickly, whatever is needed. Place the palms onto the thighs. Please take a couple of pelvic tilts. Just adjusting in and releasing that low back. And then walk the heels back. Setting up with your bridge foundation. Look up and make sure that you're squared. And on an in-breath, lift the spine as well as the arms. On the exhale, bring everything back down. And do 4 more, just a moving bridge. Good, number 3. On number 4, we're going to change it up a little bit. We're just going to lift the right arm and the spine off the earth and look to the left. As the head comes back upright, the arm comes up and down and switch. Left arm up, turn the head to the right. Bring the head back to neutral, arm comes down. And then from there, allow yourself to just place the palms right underneath where the flesh meets the earth on the back side. Chin to chest. And let's take and draw the legs all the way up to the sky. Some of you may need to, let's go ahead and bend into the knees. And then point the toes down. Really imprint the low back and scoop the feet all the way to the top of the mat.
If you need to bend those knees and bring them back in, or the full thing is to bring them all the way back up to the sky. So you decide which one is right for you. Use a nice long exhale. Remember, you don't have to lift the legs up to the sky. You can bring them, bend into the knees and drop back up. So just doing half circles, so to speak. Just keep that core engaged. Just 10 of them. Use your breath. Find the movement. Can you stay soft through the face? Can you keep the shoulder blades engaged and still keep that low back engaged? Do you get a cramp into the toes and have to flex your feet? Just be mindful of whatever presents itself, and then how you allow yourself to move through it. Last one. Bring the legs all the way up to the sky. Fingers behind the head and look up. 45-degree angle and turn that look back. Flex into the feet and just allow the legs to lengthen. If you need to, bend into the knees and just bring them in and out. So straight-legged or knees bent, which works better for your body. 10 each side. Really print that low back. See if you can keep a smile. Maybe point toes and then flex. Just warming and working into that core. Good. Whatever you're doing now, incorporate elbows to knees. And 10 of those. If you need to, you can come down and rest and come into full activity. 4 more nice deep breaths. And then allow yourself to keep the legs to the sky. Bring the head down. Place the palms onto the thighs. And let the feet be very natural. Tuck the chin into the hollow of the throat. Feel where the shoulder blades are. Bring the hands down. And one of 2 things, you can come into shoulder stand and plow, or you can cross right leg over left, bend into the knees, and just draw the feet outward and forward and down. You decide, shoulder stand or a nice hip opener. Nice deep breaths. You can move side to side if you're in the hip opener. Some of you may want to grab the tops of your feet, bring the knees to the earth. That's a really nice quad stretch, although it's a little tweaky on the low back, so be careful. And you can do a combination of both. So you decide, you can even take it into a little bit of the plow by allowing the low back to come up off the earth if you're in the hip opener. For those of you that are up in shoulder stand as you're ready, begin to move into plow. And for those of you who are doing the hip opener, bring the left leg over the right. And just find a nice stretch. Breathing into it, creating space in through the glute muscles. Where are you feeling the tightness? Some of you might feel it into your calf muscles. Some of you may feel it into that left glute. For those of you in your plow, if you choose, really compress down, bringing knees to the earth. And the nice deep exhales, working that diaphragm. Remember, if you're in the hip opener, you can always bring the tops of your feet to the floor and the knees forward. That's a really nice stretch. I'm even getting into an inner hamstring attachment on the side. Just notice. And then for those of you in plow, allow yourself to begin to gently unwind. For those of you that are in the hip opener, bring the legs up to the sky. Slowly bring the legs all the way down to the earth. If you need to, put your palms underneath your buttocks. We're just going to bring our arms up underneath us with the palms on the floor. My wrists are right underneath my buttocks. My fingertips are lying underneath my hamstrings. I'm tucking my chin in and I'm gonna rise right up into fish pose. I'm gonna really tuck that hard, and you don't have to bring the head back. This might be your perfect fish pose right here, but you have to really squeeze the glute to protect the back. If it feels good, lengthen the spine. Puff the heart and bring the crown of the head down to the earth. Take full deep breaths here. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, bring the legs up to the side. Squeeze the inseams of the legs together. Gently bring it all the way back down. Allow yourself, please, not to lift the head if it's on the floor. Just lift into the back of the head. Bring one arm out and then the other. Allow yourself to draw the right knee into the chest, please. And then the left. Transition into your version of a twist onto the right side, please. Whatever that would be for you. You can use the right hand to compress that left knee more so towards the earth. You can move your left arm and move your head from side to side. Always working shoulder and neck. It's such a nice opening to loosen everything up. Everything is interconnected. One more breath, one more cycle of breath into the twist on the right. Let's take and bring the knee, head to center, arms to a safe place, and then the knees. And then transition into your twist onto the left side. You can always use your core muscles to slowly bring those step knees down. You can always cover them, implanting those shoulder blades down. I so invite you to let the practice be what it needs. Deciding if we need more challenge, less challenge. Find beautiful cycles of breath. The tendrils of the breath. Just soothing the mental thought process. Or the tendrils of breath, just soothing the muscles. And then if you're ready, bring the head to neutral. Arms to a very safe space. Engage enough core that you can bring the knees back up. And I invite you to do anything else that you need to do before you transition into Shavasana. Find just that most exquisite place to slow it down and integrate the practice. The softness and that protective shell that resides within each of us. Take a full deep breath in and just hold the breath. And just imagine that that breath is just diving in to create a beautiful inner softness. Let that softness gather whatever is not needed anymore, and then use a nice long exhale to release it out. And take one more cycle of breath, just like that. And as you release out, let go of any remaining tension, tightness, all of that protective part of your being to just release the best that you can, so that you're just an absolute pure place of softness. Allow that softness to really receive in both legs. Feel the toes gently release out, depending on how you're taking your Shavasana. And then receive that softness from the spine and let it branch out into the rib cage, to the sternum. And let that softness begin to support the softness of the heart, the lungs and organs, into the arms and the shoulders, all the way down to the fingertips. And let that softness move up into the cervical spine and into the neck. Let that jaw, the chin, the mouth receive the softness. Feel it just rise up, soothing the cheeks, the back of the head, the gray matter, up into the eyes, all the way up to the crown of the head. And just soften. Letting the breath find its own natural rhythm. David Savino graciously writes, firmness is incomplete without softness to receive it. We embrace these two, and the child is formed perfect, innocent, and free. Give to the day, receive from the night. Honor these two. Become the ritual of life. Live the highest aspirations in an unassuming way. Cup hands at the crystal spring. Be the lump of clay and sculpt too. And you can also be that lump of clay and let divine be the sculpture for that ultimate release. And that is where the universe of unlimited potential resides. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Just allow yourself a few more moments of just receiving the absolute softness, compassion, and unconditional love that reside in that divine essence within. And then very gently begin to deepen the breath, nice deep breaths. Really receive it and feel the vibrancy, feel the light of this brand new day. And then begin to wiggle fingers and toes. Feel the aliveness. Feel the protective shell of that physical body. The bone structure, the heaviness, the denseness. All the way to the lightness of that divine essence within. And just continue to move. At some point, allow yourself to roll over onto one side and just embrace. Embrace whatever you allow. Feel the softness. Feel that protective edge that keeps us within our safe boundaries. And yet the softness to be able to change those boundaries as they are needed. To become more complete and more whole. Rise up to the sitting bones, bring the palms to the heart. Let your breath be nice, deep, three-part yogic breaths. From Karma Yogi, your vision will become clear only when you look into the heart. Who looks outside of oneself dreams. Who looks inside awakens. So let's all exhale together, please. And then on an in breath, just take the prayer hands up to the sky. Really receive. And allow yourself to draw the palms all the way back to the heart. Maybe a silent om. Maybe just a whisper of love. And as the thumbs slide into the heart, bow forward, namaste.